I'm really an incredibly slow learner, and every time I think that I couldn't possibly be more disappointed in a homosexual tribe, you guys managed to outdo yourself. So we have this latest incident of gay violence. Okay, we're not talking about gay bashing; we're talking about violence by gays. So here we have two seemingly ordinary, not obviously gay men, and I believe in West Hollywood, and they're pushing a baby in a pram. I know nothing about the baby, assuming that two pigs don't make a baby and two holes don't make a baby, that somehow they've acquired this baby either through surrogate or adoption or foster adoption. So they're in West Hollywood, and obviously they're in, their comfort zone. They're in the, homosexual community. And along comes Riley Nimi, and I think that's, Riley, how you pronounce your name correctly. And he is an advocate. He's a street journalist and uncompromising, as he says on his Twitter bio, against the left. So he approaches these two gay guys, and he asks them an awkward question, or a number of awkward questions, and it starts out in the beginning, seemingly friendly. Their guard is down, and then the one guy on the left, you can see with the way he looks at the camera, he realizes that this isn't a friendly interview. This is not going to be friendly questions. This is really going to be a gotcha thing. So what does he do? He goes to violence. He shoves Riley. Riley decides and to withdraw his team and ask his team to get the hell out of there. So they turned around, and I think, quite frankly, Riley was surprised and probably didn't think that gay men would react like that, and quite frankly, gay men shouldn't react like that. So they left, and they left in a hurry, and it was all filmed. And what happens is these two gay guys with their baby in the pram, one of them picks up the baby's holding it, chases these guys down the street for quite a long while. Riley and the team ended up finding a security ambassador, and decided they'd report to him and call the police. The gay couple caught them up. The gay couple, the one that assaulted Riley in the first place, an absolutely hysterical rage attacks Riley. Okay. Another gay guy, whether he was a friend or known, quite frankly, I don't think he was. He ends up and constantly screaming at them to leave. You should all be killed. That's how he figured this out. The thing that was incredibly disappointing to me was the amount of gay conservatives, homo cons, MAGA gays, who absolutely, unabashedly condoned it. They thought this violence by these two gay men for asking Hurty words was absolutely justified. And I was completely blown away. So I went back and I watched the video 3 times, and then afterwards watched another video by Riley explaining what was going on. There was no doubt in my mind that this was completely unjustified. So I'm going to flip this and give you another scenario. So here we have two gay guys with basically a designer baby. I mean, that pram with that baby in there is a designer handbag. It's just the latest designer handbag. There are, a plain dress-up costume as straight people, again, usurping everything that straight society has and they want. Otherwise, somehow, my personal feeling is there's some sort of great big hole in your gay acceptance that you need to, mimic everything in straight society. So they're in West Hollywood, they're in a gay environment. Guy comes up and asks a question, and they react with violence. So let's flip this. So imagine if Riley was a young gay guy, and you call him a Twinkie, because that's a gay put down. And this is what the gay conservatives were calling him. Immediately put him down. He was at fault for exercising his First Amendment right. So imagine if he was a gay man and he went to somewhere particularly straight, say Home Depot, and he's in the parking lot, and here are these two guys. Imagine they look just like these guys, and they're pushing a cart with dude tools, concrete stuff, DIY stuff, what have you. And he approaches them, and the guys are friendly because he has this nice looking young guy, asks them a question. And then the young guy goes to a sexual proposition. And the straight guys go, oh, fuck you. How dare you? How dare you assume I'm gay? How dare you assume that I'm available for your sexual tricks? And hits them. It's gay bashing. And all of you guys, you would be up in arms. How dare this happen? And the fact that you can't frickin' see this absolutely blows me away. And I think partly it is you haven't had the experience that I've had as a 70-year-old coming out in London in the late 1970s, and coming out, and this is experienced twice, coming out of a gay pub in North London. Proprietor locks the door behind you, and there across the road is 24 skinhead National Front Nazis ready to beat the shit out of you. So the experience that Riley had with his team running away from these hysterical, violent people, I've had that, and had to get from the pub to the London Underground in dark, London streets with these guys chasing us. Now, when the Metropolitan Police were called, what did they do? They didn't side with us, because if the homosexuals didn't exist, the Nazis wouldn't have had to come out there. We were the problem. And this is we're going back to exactly the same place that they were before. The fact that you call yourselves conservative, gay conservative, I'm not a conservative. I've never been a conservative. Often accused of being a conservative. I'm a red-pilled liberal. And the problem in the United States is that if you call yourself conservative, it is required that you be a Christian, not a Christian, okay? But I watch you guys, and I see you, literally all you are is a gay club, a different gay club. You don't like the freaky, trans, queers, what have you. You don't find anything palatable about them. So you created your own little gym body guys and your red, white, and blue speedos. And bottom line, you scratch the surface. You're rainbow pride poison stained. You're rainbow stained. You are no different to these manic, hysterical, violent, leftists. A few days afterwards, we have another assassination attempt on the president, and then you have, streams and streams of these leftists being, going online recording. What the hell's wrong with the guy's aim? You assassins need to figure it, to be a better shot. I mean, this is literally what you endorse. And I think the thing that was so shocking to me, that I'm following and being followed by, I think, quite frankly, some really open, decent, center-saying to right-thinking gay men. And every single one of you supported this violence. You can't do that. I'm sorry, it's hurty words. This is a leftist tactic. And Nathan Hale, sweetheart, I appreciate your advocacy. Bless your little heart, but you just failed this, the easiest moral test. And you want to, have a Rumble podcast. You want to build that up. You failed. I don't think this is for you. So, you guys you need to honestly have a really deep think about this, because everything that you do or we do as a gay tribe, there's no gay community, as a gay tribe reflects on every single one of us. So you want to keep condoning violence? Don't be upset when straight people come out and gay bash you and go, you know what? Hurty words, the guy offended me. Give me a fucking break. Thank you for watching. And by the way, Riley, I understand that the charges were pressed. The guy had been arrested and charged. Please press it to the fullest extent. They will not get through to this guy what he has done unless he goes in front of a court of law. And by the way, guys who thought this was justified, the law has the final say. If you touch someone, whether it's just a shove, whether that person wasn't hurt, that's assault. That's what it is. It's not about your feelings or hurty words. It's assault. Anyway, thank you for watching.
And you pushed him. He didn't hear any of this shit, bro.
Guess what? You guys are together. You all deserve to be killed.
Guilty by association.
Yeah.
Killed.
Boom, 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 boom.